Welcome. It's great to have you joining us today on English Rise podcast.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the English Rise podcast. This is your right place to learn easy English through real conversations and improve your life at the same time. I am Anna.
And I'm Tom. It's great to have you with us today.
Yeah, I'm really happy you're here. Today, we're going to talk about something that's part of all our lives, our daily routines.
Right. Routines are those small things we do every day, like waking up, having breakfast, going to work or school, even relaxing in the evening.
Exactly. And routines are more than just things we do. They can affect our energy, our mood, and even how happy or stressed we feel.
That's true. A good routine can make your whole day feel easier. And talking about routines is also a great way to practice English because you can describe what you do, how you feel, and why you do it.
Yes, and everyone's routine is different. Some people like to wake up really early and exercise. Others like to sleep a bit longer and start slowly. And that's okay. There's no single perfect routine.
Exactly. And I think the interesting part is when you see someone else's routine, you can learn small ideas to improve your own day. It could be as simple as drinking more water in the morning or taking a short walk after work.
True. And sometimes routines can be tricky too. Like you plan to do something, but life happens and it doesn't go as planned.
Yeah, and that's okay. Routines aren't about being perfect. They're about finding small habits that make life better.
And that's what we want to share with you today. We'll talk about our own routines, some struggles we face, and simple tips that actually help.
And of course, we'll do it in a way that helps you learn English naturally. You'll hear how we describe daily habits, share our feelings, and use simple phrases you can too.
Exactly. And if you like this kind of learning, like real conversations about life and English, please subscribe to our channel. That way, you can join us in more episodes and keep improving both your English and your daily habits.
Yeah, subscribing is simple, and it's a great way to practice English every week while learning about life.
All right, let's get started. We'll first talk about our mornings, how we start the day, and what small things make a big difference.
Yeah, mornings are really important. I feel like how you start your morning can change your whole day.
That's so true. So, Tom, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Honestly, the first thing I do is check the time, and sometimes I just stay in bed for a few more minutes.
Same here. I think a lot of people do that. But after that, what do you usually do?
After that, I get up, wash my face, and then I usually go for a short walk. It's not very long, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but it helps me wake up properly.
That sounds nice. I like that. For me, I usually start my day with coffee. I feel like I can't fully wake up without it.
Yeah, coffee is very important for many people. Do you do anything else in the morning?
Yeah, after my coffee, I try to do something calm, like stretching or just sitting quietly for a few minutes. It helps me feel relaxed before the day starts.
That's a good idea. I think starting the day calmly can really help your mind.
Yes, but to be honest, not every day is perfect. Some days I wake up late and then everything feels rushed.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. When you wake up late, you skip things, and then the whole day feels a bit stressful.
Exactly, and then I feel like I'm always trying to catch up.
Same here. That's why I try to keep my morning routine simple. If it's too long or too complicated, it's hard to follow every day.
That's a really good point. Simple routines are easier to keep.
So, what about your work routine? Like, what do you usually do after your morning?
After I get ready, I usually start with my most important task. I try not to check my phone too much at the beginning.
That's smart. I actually have the opposite habit sometimes. I check my phone and then I lose time without even noticing.
Yes, that happens so easily. You think, I'll just check one message, and suddenly 20 minutes are gone.
Exactly. So now I try to control that. I tell myself, okay, first finish something important, then you can relax a bit.
That's a good way to manage it. I think small rules like that really help.
Yeah, and I also try to take short breaks during the day. Not very long, just a few minutes to relax my mind.
Same here. I feel like if I work too long without a break, I get tired and I can't focus properly.
Right. And during breaks, I try to do something simple, like walking around or just looking away from the screen.
That's really important, especially these days when we spend so much time on our phones and computers.
Yeah, and then slowly the day moves on and we reach the evening.
Hmm. Evenings are interesting because they can be very different for different people.
True. So, what do you usually do in the evening?
Well, it depends on the day, but I usually try to relax. Sometimes I read a book, sometimes I watch something, or just spend time with family.
That sounds nice and balanced. For me, I like going for a walk in the evening too. It helps me clear my mind after a long day.
That's a great habit. I think evenings are a good time to slow down and just breathe a little.
Yeah, because if you don't relax in the evening, you carry that stress into the next day.
Exactly. And I also try to avoid using my phone too much before bed, but honestly, that's not always easy.
Yeah, that's a challenge for me too. You say just 5 minutes, and then it turns into half an hour.
So true. But I think even small changes can help, like putting your phone away a little earlier or doing something calm before sleeping.
Yeah, like reading or just thinking about your day.
Exactly. Just taking a moment to slow down before the day ends.
Yeah, but honestly, even when we know all this, it's not always easy to follow, right?
Yes, that's very true. I think one of my biggest struggles is being consistent. Like, I start a good routine, and for a few days, everything goes well, and then suddenly I stop.
Yeah, that happens to me too. At the beginning, you feel very motivated, and then after some time, that motivation goes down.
Exactly. And then I feel a little guilty. Like, why can't I just follow my routine every day?
I understand that. But I think the problem is we try to be perfect. We think we have to follow the routine exactly every single day.
That's such a good point. Maybe the problem is not the routine, maybe it's our expectation.
Yeah, I think so. For example, if I miss my morning walk one day, I used to think, okay, now the whole routine is broken.
Oh, yes, I've done that too. Like one small mistake, and we feel like everything is ruined.
Exactly. But now I try to think differently. If I miss one day, it's okay. I just continue the next day.
That's a much healthier way to think. I think we need to be a little kind to ourselves.
Yeah, routines should help us, not stress us.
So true. And I also feel that sometimes we make routines too big, like we plan too many things in one day.
Yes, that's a very common mistake. We try to change everything at once, like waking up early, exercising, eating healthy, and reading a book, all in one day.
Yes, and then after 2 days, we feel tired and give up.
Exactly. That's why I think it's better to start small, just one simple habit.
Like what? Can you give an example?
Yeah, for example, instead of saying, I will exercise every day for 1 hour, you can start with, I will walk for 10 minutes. That's easy to do.
That makes sense. Small steps feel easier, and we can continue them for a longer time.
Right, and once that small habit becomes normal, then you can slowly add more.
I really like that idea. I think another problem is comparing ourselves with others.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. We see someone online with a perfect routine, and we think we should do the same.
Exactly, but we don't see their full life. Everyone is different, and our routines should match our own lives.
That's very important. A routine should work for you, not for someone else.
And I think flexibility is also important. Some days are busy, some days are slow, and that's normal.
Yeah, life is not the same every day, so your routine doesn't have to be exactly the same every day either.
That's such a relief, honestly.
Yeah, it takes the pressure away.
So, if we think about it, the goal is not a perfect routine. The goal is a routine that helps us feel better and live better.
Exactly. Something simple, something realistic, and something we can actually follow.
And even small changes can make a big difference, like sleeping a little earlier or starting your day without stress.
Yeah, these small things slowly improve your whole day.
And I think the most important thing is to keep going, even if it's not perfect.
Absolutely. Progress is better than perfection.
I really like that. Progress is better than perfection.
Yeah, and I think if people remember just that one idea, it can really help them with their daily routine.
Exactly.
You know, this actually reminds me of something that happened to me a few months ago.
Oh, really? What happened?
So I decided that I wanted to build a perfect daily routine. I made a full plan, like waking up at 6 a.m., exercising, eating healthy, working without distractions, everything.
That already sounds like a big plan.
Yeah, it was. And for the first few days, it actually worked. I woke up early, I followed everything, and I felt really good.
That's nice. So what went wrong?
Well, after about a week, I started feeling tired. One day, I woke up late and I missed my morning walk.
And then?
Then I thought, okay, today is already bad, so I'll just skip everything.
Oh no, I know that feeling.
Yeah, and that one day turned into 3 or 4 days. Slowly, I stopped following the whole routine.
That happens so easily. One small break and everything feels off.
Exactly. And I felt really frustrated. I was like, why can't I just stay consistent?
That's a tough feeling.
Yeah, but then I started thinking about it more carefully. I realized the problem was not me, the problem was my routine.
Interesting. What do you mean?
I mean, I tried to change too many things at the same time. My routine was too strict and too heavy. It was not realistic for my normal life.
Ah, that makes sense. So what did you do after that?
I made a new plan, but this time I kept it very simple. I said, okay, just wake up a little earlier and take a short walk. That's it.
Just one thing?
Yeah, just one thing. And it felt much easier. I didn't feel pressure, and I could actually follow it every day.
That's a really good lesson. Sometimes less is better.
Exactly. And slowly, after some time, I added one more small habit, but I didn't rush.
I really like that approach. It feels more natural and less stressful.
Yeah, and the best part is, now I don't feel guilty if I miss one day. I just continue the next day.
That's such a healthy mindset.
Yeah, I think that experience taught me something very important. Your routine should support your life, not control it.
Wow, I love that line.
Yeah, it really changed how I think about daily habits.
And I think a lot of people can relate to this. We all try to be perfect at first, and then we learn that simple and consistent is better.
Exactly.
So, if someone is watching us right now and thinking, okay, I want to improve my daily routine, where should they start?
Good question. I think the first and most important step is to start small.
Yeah, we talked about that in your story too. But what does start small really mean in real life?
It means don't try to change everything at once. Just pick one simple habit, something very easy.
Like maybe waking up just 10 minutes earlier?
Exactly. Or drinking a glass of water in the morning, or going for a short walk. It should feel easy, not stressful.
I like that. Because when something feels easy, we are more likely to do it every day.
Right, and consistency is more important than doing something big one time.
That's such an important point. Consistency over intensity.
Yeah. Another tip I would give is to connect your new habit with something you already do.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you explain that a bit more?
Sure. For example, if you already drink tea or coffee in the morning, you can add a small habit after that. Like after your coffee, you take 5 minutes to plan your day.
Ah, so you're using an existing habit as a reminder.
Exactly. It makes the new habit easier to remember.
That's really smart. I think many people forget their new habits because they don't have a clear time or trigger.
Yes, that's very common. Another thing I would say is don't make your routine too strict.
Yeah, that's something I struggle with. I like planning everything perfectly.
Yeah, but life is not perfect. Some days are busy, some days are slow, and sometimes unexpected things happen.
So true. And when things don't go as planned, we feel frustrated.
Exactly. That's why it's better to keep some flexibility. Think of your routine as a guide, not a rule.
I love that. A guide, not a rule. That really changes how you think about it.
Yeah, it takes away the pressure.
I think another important thing is to be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. If you miss a day, it's okay. Don't think I failed. Just continue the next day.
Yes, because one bad day doesn't destroy your progress.
Exactly. What matters is what you do most of the time, not one single day.
That's very true. And I think many people also compare themselves with others, which makes things harder.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. Your routine should match your life, your schedule, and your energy, not someone else's.
Right. What works for you may not work for me, and that's completely okay.
Exactly. And one more simple tip, try to take a few minutes at the end of your day to reflect.
Like thinking about your day?
Yeah, just ask yourself, what went well today? And what can I improve tomorrow?
That sounds simple, but really powerful.
It is, because when you reflect, you understand your habits better.
And slowly, you can improve your routine step by step.
Exactly.
So, if we put it all together, start small, keep it simple, don't be too strict, and be kind to yourself.
Yes, and most importantly, keep going, even if it's not perfect.
I think that's the key message.
Yeah, small steps every day.
And over time, those small steps can really change your life.
Yeah, and now we'd really like to hear from you.
Yes, tell us in the comments, what does your daily routine look like?
Or even something simple. What's one small habit you follow every day?
And if you're trying to build a new routine, share that too. It's always nice to learn from each other.
Yeah, and we read your comments, so don't be shy.
Exactly.
All right, so before we finish, let's quickly look at a few simple English phrases we used today.
Yes, just a few useful phrases that you can use in your daily life.
Okay, the first one is I usually.
This is very common. You can use it to talk about something you do regularly.
For example, I usually wake up at 7 a.m.
Or, I usually drink coffee in the morning.
Simple and very useful.
The next one is, I try to.
Yeah, this is great when you want to talk about something you want to do, but maybe you don't do it every day.
For example, I try to exercise in the evening.
Or, I try to sleep early.
It shows effort, not perfection.
Exactly.
And one more useful phrase is, I feel when.
Yeah, this helps you talk about your feelings.
For example, I feel relaxed when I take a walk.
Or, I feel tired when I don't sleep well.
Very simple, but very powerful.
Yeah, and you can use these phrases to talk about your own routine in English very easily.
Exactly. You don't need difficult words, just simple sentences like these are enough.
And the more you use them, the more natural your English will feel.
Exactly.
Yeah, and now it's your turn. Let's do a little practice together.
Yes, don't just listen, try to speak. Even if it feels a little uncomfortable, that's completely okay.
Exactly. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to start speaking.
So here's what you can do. You can pause the video after each question and try to answer in your own words.
Keep your sentences simple. You don't need big or difficult words.
All right, let's start with the first one.
Talk about your morning routine. What do you usually do after you wake up?
You can say something like, I usually wake up at 7 a.m., then I brush my teeth, and after that I have breakfast.
Or you could say, I usually start my day with tea or coffee, and then I get ready for work or school.
Good. Now try to say it about yourself. Take a few seconds, pause the video, and say it out loud.
Nice. Now let's move to the second one.
Talk about one habit you are trying to build these days.
For example, I try to exercise every day.
Or, I try to sleep early, but sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah, that one is very real for many people.
True. Now, again, think about your own habit and try to say 1 or 2 sentences.
Take your time, no rush.
All right, let's go to the third one.
Talk about how you feel during your day.
You can say, I feel energetic in the morning, or I feel tired in the afternoon.
Or, I feel relaxed in the evening when I finish my work.
Now, try to say something about your own day. How do you feel at different times?
Just 1 or 2 simple sentences are enough.
And remember, it's okay if you make mistakes. That's part of learning.
Yes, every time you try, you improve a little more.
You can even practice this every day. Just take 1 minute and talk about your routine in English.
Yeah, like a small daily habit. Simple, but very powerful.
Exactly. Small practice every day.
And over time, you'll feel more confident when you speak.
All right.
So before we finish, we just want to say one thing. Keep going.
Yes. Even if your routine is not perfect, even if you miss a day, it's completely okay. What matters is that you don't stop.
Exactly. Small steps every day can make a big difference over time.
And the same is true for your English. You don't need to study for hours. Just a few minutes of speaking practice every day can really help.
Yeah, like what we just did. Simple sentences, simple ideas, but very useful.
So if you want to keep improving your English in this natural and easy way, make sure to subscribe to our channel.
We share conversations like this regularly, where you can learn English and also learn something useful for your daily life.
And when you subscribe, you become part of this learning journey with us.
Yeah, and we're really happy to have you here with us.
All right, now let's quickly go over what we talked about today.
Yes, a quick recap to help you remember the key ideas.
So first, we talked about daily routines and how small habits can shape your whole day, your energy, your mood, and your productivity.
Then we shared our own routines, morning, work time, and evening, and also some real struggles like not being consistent or feeling tired.
Yes, and we learned that it's completely normal to have ups and downs. You don't need to be perfect.
Exactly. And we also shared some simple tips, like starting small, keeping your routine simple, and not being too strict with yourself.
And one very important idea, be kind to yourself and keep going, even if things don't go as planned.
Right. Now let's quickly remember a few useful English phrases we used today.
I usually.
It's used for talking about your daily habits.
I try to.
It's used for something you want to do regularly.
And I feel when.
It's used for talking about your feelings during the day.
Exactly.
So these are simple phrases, but you can use them in many different situations.
Yes, and if you practice them every day, your English will become more natural and more confident.
Exactly.
So overall, improve your routine step by step and improve your English step by step.
Yeah, both things grow together.
Right.
All right, that's all for today.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, and we hope you learned something useful, not just for your English, but also for your daily life.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need to change everything in one day. Just take one small step.
And keep practicing your English the same way. Simple, daily, and natural.
That's it.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep learning.
Bye.
Bye.